Open notepad to put down what we want. So
Wants, hopes, and copes.
yeah. So definitely I am, at least for LOA ON, I would want, what I hope they do is nerf transcendence cost and pity. Because like I was talking about earlier in stream, it takes way too long to get pity and it costs way too much to get pity, and
Especially on the left end.
it's a gold. Yeah, I mean, you know it better. It's fucking,
Yeah.
it's like 3K per reset.
It's not okay.
I mean,
You're
it's,
like, look at your gold right now.
yeah, we're looking bad. I mean, it's not bad for people who play one character, but people who play
A whole
four,
roster.
yeah, it's not good.
No.
Remove elixirs.
So you want them to like actually just like remove them straight up?
Remove or give more free elixirs and make better.
I feel like for elixirs,
Hope
they
remove
just
elixir.
need to
Yeah.
add I don't even know, like the what are they called?
The event ones?
No, not the event ones. You know how you can get like the new do not consume an attempt on this one? I feel like they need to add more variables of like being able to get that, and that might make them a little bit better.
I don't
like,
know. I don't know fully what more they could do because like they reduced.
Not make it negative.
Well,
Make
yeah.
the zeros to +4s, or not even that. Like if there's not a 0 on it, like let's say that it's the like you get the elixir that like says it'll go up by 1 to 2, and then you fucking hit it and it says no change. Like I feel like they should make those like guaranteed. Like if it says it's gonna be going up 1 to 2, where's the 0 coming from?
Yeah, that's what I've noticed too. Why like it's not has a chance to go up 1 to 2. It just says increases 1 to 2.
Yeah.
But then it'll be no change.
Exactly. Which like I don't know. I don't know if that's intentional or not.
I don't know. What else could they like change gameplay wise currently? Add Thamine and Echidna solo. I think it's a bit early.
I think they already like leaked it, no?
I don't know. I think it's a bit early though to make them solo.
I'm
at this point,
they're making a Echidna with Thamine solo. I thought they would be going like one solo raid at a time, you know, like giving it to us slowly so they can keep like coming out with stuff like that.
Well, I mean, like when we did, like you see it in our raids all the time. We get a lot of players who don't even have Transcendence.
Yeah.
So I think you need to add solo just to get people's foot in the door.
And be able to do Transcendence?
Yeah. Just so when they work up the courage to get into a learning party or get into the raid, they're not going to get gate kept nearly as hard because they're going to already have the system. And you could even give it like 65% less gold than full group. Even that,
yeah, 100%.
Even that, like, I'm fine with.
Because it would be more or less you do it to be able to do level 7. If you're like, if you're struggling to clear gate 3 with like with your learning party, like you've been doing it for multiple weeks, you know, and you're still struggling.
What else could they possibly do? Oh, new class.
Yeah, the new class. What are our thoughts on that, do you think? Like, on what class it's going to be?
He's going to be a female gunner. I think they're going to lean towards pirate.
Yeah. That does sound like a really cool gunner class. I was talking to Chris last night about how I might make a gunslinger.
Okay. But yeah, like, in Korean games, pirates are very popular and very common.
Yeah.
So for this game to have such a big pirate aspect in the story and like in the world
I have
of
like
the game,
one
the fact that
thing.
there's not one pirate class yet is, I mean, that's interesting enough on its own that it hasn't happened
Yeah.
yet. But I mean, we'll see what happens.
What about like what is it called? Like what's the like summoner, arcana, all of those? What's that subclass called again?
I think it's specialist.
No, no, no. Specialist is artist and arrow.
Daji, do you know what the summoner classes are called? Like the summoner class category? Because I think, I mean, we could get another magic character, but the
I
likeliness of
was
that
thinking
happening is probably not very high.
I know it's not very high, but the more or less like what my brain was kind of thinking is if they might implement a male version of the class or a male version of assassin. Like give us like a new kind of setup.
You think Kid will be new class and KR Kid very popular? I don't know if you're trolling or not.
That sounds
It sounds trolly.
that sounds very trolly.
I don't know. We can either get, we can either get
Well, I
new
mean, it might be
pirate,
popular. We have artists.
uh, assassin. We can get one of the two. I feel like they're very dead set on it being a pirate. I mean, nothing's confirmed,
Yeah,
but
I mean, yeah.
I
I was
feel
just thinking like if they don't end up coming out with a pirate, like I think pirate's like the number one like everyone's thinking right now. But like if not, I think they potentially could come out with like maybe another assassin male class or like whatever the sorcerer is again male class.
I don't think there
Because
even is a
like a
male. I
wizard
don't even think there
class.
is a male assassin.
No, there isn't. That's what I'm saying. Like there's no male or like the summoner like one. There's no male for either of those classes. So I was thinking possibly we could be getting introduced to a male version of a class.
Daji thinks we're gonna get
Yeah.
another artist type character. I hope not.
Yeah.
The III is just weird. It's a shame that artist is the best.
Yeah. I mean, bards are pretty good too, though.
Always puts KR first in marking. That's true. KR wails a bit more than we do.
Yeah. I mean, they have gold inflation, so it's not even as expensive.
Um. Uh, new arc passive. New arc passive update. More fleshed out. I think we're gonna see more for the arc passive update. I think they're gonna go more in depth.
Mm-hmm.
I think
a lot of
I think they have to because
they're going to.
they're literally changing an already new system to be more accessible, but I don't know what the power creep is gonna be like at that point.
From what I've been told and seen, is it's looking like you're gonna be able to activate the arc passive upon reaching level 60 or 50. I don't remember what one it was, and then it's gonna be like 1250 item level.
Yeah, it's tier 3, so like when you start Punica.
Yeah.
I've seen a bunch of people talk about the female sharpshooter Daji, because I'm pretty sure in KR when they do their favorite character votes, Nineveh is like everyone's favorite character, so that would be cool to see. It's just a shame that sharpshooters not as played.
Hard to play, man.
It's not even hard to play. I think it's just it takes so long to get attacks off. By the time it does, like boss has
I can only
moved.
imagine how guardians go on that character. You're just doing Gargadeth and you go shotgun and he just teleports away.
What other big changes? What are we hoping or coping for?
I am hoping hoping for ancient accessories to be dropped to 1660. You know, help us 1660s out.
I'm not even gonna put that down because that's not happening.
I mean, like the way my brain is kind of like wrapped around the thought of that is we might be able to. I mean, it's obviously probably not gonna happen, but if it does, that'd be really cool because like there's literally only one way to get ancient accessories right now, and that's through Aegir Hard. And I think maybe like we can just keep the relics for the 1540s to 1660s and have ancient be like 1660 up. I mean, I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, if you're doing Aegir hard, you're getting the full amount out of arc passive.
Yeah.
So I think it's that way to incentivize pushing to hard
Hunting,
mode.
yeah.
To pushing to Aegir hard, because then you're getting your gear faster and you're getting your accessories.
That is very true, yeah.
So I don't think it's gonna happen. Do we see a new raid get announced?
I don't think we're gonna see Brell until January, personally. I don't think we're gonna be that lucky.
So it was already confirmed today in the update video that Rox was a part of, that we are not getting Brell in the December update.
Yeah.
They're pushing that until most likely January.
Yeah, maybe even February. I think it will be in like the mid to late January though.
I don't know. What I mean by new raid announcement is because this is all for KR, obviously, but it seems like what they're getting and what we're getting is going to be way more collabed and fleshed out. So I'd like to see a new KR raid announced. I don't know who we're fighting again. Like, I hope it's not Clown. If it's Clown again, like, I'll just skip it. Tier 4 set bonus upgrade.
I mean, excuse me, but if we do get a new raid, it would be really weird seeing it go straight to Clown because Aegir we fought a Khan again, and that'd be like a really weird mix-up of order. I mean, like I could see it, but I honestly don't know. Like, are we gonna fight Thamine again?
We most likely are, but who knows?
Going a Khan, I guess that would make sense.
They might drop Extreme Clown. I hope not.
Extreme Clown would.
No, because Clown's
I'd
gimmick.
have to buy a new keyboard, bro.
Clown's gimmick.
I know there's gonna be an arrow key mech.
Clown's gimmicks that they like using just aren't fun to do in any raid. I'd rather just deal with a fall off the map mech in every new raid in each gate than anything Clown has to offer.
Than like fucking
Than Mario or
oh my God.
Or targeting the bomb or doing the stupid bingo card after the raid, like,
or fucking what was it, the gate 2 one?
Oh, the maze?
Like,
the maze?
yeah,
Yeah. I would rather just deal with a vault and fall off the map in every raid than deal with Clown mechs again.
I haven't done Clown in a very long time. I haven't done Clown since the nerfs of like them making it so he didn't one-shot you anymore in Gate 3. Like,
yeah.
I have not done that in so long.
Yeah, but I'm guessing Thamine, unless they make new characters, like they just kind of dropped Aegir out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So they've kind of unlocked this whole new realm of characters by like adding the Abyss with Kazaros. So we could either go straight to Thamine or leave Thamine for before Kazaros.
Okay. Yeah, and the way you were saying it just a minute ago by saying that it might be Clown, my brain kind of just like rethought about how I said that didn't make sense, and I think it kind of does, because if we're going a Khan, Brelshaza, I'm scared to see what's next. Because if it's Clown, bro, I'm gonna be a little sad, bro. I'm actually gonna be a little sad.
I don't think Smilegate will drop new raid. They will drop something like Extreme Hanamutan or Vaulton. But I mean, we already have those in the game. They've already, like, KR's already had these things. It's pointless to just rehash old raids.
What if they?
Because that's just gonna annoy the fan base. That's just lazy, and we don't want to deal with lazy. We need some juice. LOA on Summer with the solo raids, arc passive, tier 4, and hypers, like the expectation now this year is low on summer, and if it doesn't live up to that hype, like people are just going to be disappointed. It's going to be doom and gloom for the next month until the Belshazzar comes out and everyone's happy again.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, like, either way, I feel like with them giving us Belshazzar in January, that will help a lot of people that are not item level yet push to item level to be able to do it
But
on day one.
potentially January. After LOA ON, we get the North American roadmap. So we will know officially, I'm guessing, the night of the 13th or later, like early morning 14th, when officially we get Belshazzar.
Yeah.
Oh, mid or end of January? That's what I'm thinking is going to be, like, that's my prediction for the date. Like,
Yeah.
I was already saying we weren't going to get it in December, and then it officially was announced that we're not getting it this month, which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
It would make no sense to drop a raid in a month where your player count is going to dwindle and time on the game is going to dwindle due to holidays.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it makes way more sense to drop it in January, potentially February. We'll see what they do.
Yeah.
But going back to, we don't need to catch up with KR. I'm perfectly fine with being one raid behind.
Yeah.
Because it gives them the chance to fine tune the raid and make the correct nerfs they have to make by the time we get it.
Yeah.
I'd rather get the
Yeah.
polished final version than deal with the chaotic, like, raid that's going to change in 2 weeks. So I'm perfectly fine with getting it a month or two after they do. Going back to the new class, I'm also hoping that with the new class, we get a express event announcement.
Yeah. I don't think we will get it until the new class though, for sure.
No, obviously we won't. Field boss in 1 minute. I will miss it. I don't care. I don't need anything from it. I have all the drops.
As my ass is just over here with
We gotta do content. I'm not getting an adrenaline book.
I am.
I have a better chance of growing to 6'3" and marrying a model than getting an adrenaline book. So probably not happening. Yeah, so I hope if they do announce a new class, 1, the new class is good, and 2, we get an express event with like something similar to like Path of the Breaker, Path of the Soul Eater, like where it gives you more mats the more you do raids.
Yeah.
It would have to be for Thamine and Echidna. See, the trade-off is if it's a support class, people might get excited for the new class and make a bunch of supports, and it solves the support shortage for like a couple weeks.
I don't think it would solve the support shortage. I think everyone would make the class, and then I don't know. Like,
Never
it would just
play it.
depends on how good it is.
I don't know. I think they might stick with a 1640 Express. I don't know if they want to boost people straight into A gear. I think they want them to
Yeah.
get to tier 4 and then start honing.
100%.
Plus,
yeah.
plus Brell is 1670. Yeah, 100. Like, I don't know if they'll push people straight into the first tier 4 raid off an event. I think it'll be the same as the one we just got, the Hyper, where it pushes you to start at tier 4 and then you have to hone again.
Yeah.
So it would be
I think that
it would be a little
lot
extreme.
more books around that time as well.
the book shortage is kind of insane. Oh, that reminds me, another thing. Reduced tier 4 hone costs and mat costs.
I don't know if we're gonna get a honing nerf yet.
Because I didn't stream it, but you were there.
I was there.
It costs 350k to go up 5 item levels in a week to do Aegir. That includes all the taps and all the purchasing of mats. They need to. I think they need to
you
either.
weren't even able to claim gold on Aegir.
No, I wasn't. I was out of gold.
Yeah, exactly.
We haven't gotten a 1580 silver hone yet. Yeah, that should be a part of it as well. I think tier 3 honing just shouldn't be gold anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
It's impossible to grow. Like, you can't play with alts if it already costs 400k to push your main. Yeah. And you have to push alts. Like, you can't play alts.
Yeah, it's either play your main or play your alts. Like Lust, he has a whole roster of 1640s right now because he didn't push to 1660 because he just wanted to play our whole roster.
You're essentially forced to either wait for events or don't play alts. And exactly. For the people who want to, like, and you also need to play with alts for gold to afford all the systems.
Yeah,
exactly. It's such a broken system right now. I think there needs to be a change in tier 3 and tier 4 honing. More importantly, tier 3, I don't like tier 4 changes would be nice. Like I said, these are my wants, hopes, and copes. I hope this gets done. Will it?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I don't really see it, but I would love that. I would love a tier 4 cost nerf. Like they're pretty much forcing us to use all of our advanced hones, and then because that's the if we're not advanced honing, we're just losing so much gold.
Oh yeah, you have to advance hone, but advanced hone is such slow progression. It's just yeah. They've already said they were going to, but more info on making it easier to get LOS 30.
Oh my god, for real. Hey Jess.
It took me 20.
Mail me the selectors.
So it took me 2100 hours to get LOS 30. My friend in the call does not have LOS 30, yes, and has 2000 hours. Half the cards you have to hope for an RNG drop.
More Ninevehs and more Gandhis.
Yeah, they need to add more of the cards either to Wandering Merchants or increase the drop rate in raids.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of impossible for anyone who's new to even get close to LOS 30 now, and it's one of the more important gatekeep systems in the game.
To the fact about Ignite maxing out at least 2 of the cards for people that didn't have them maxed out.
Yeah, AGS gave us 9 cards. And then on top of the Wandering Merchants.
Yeah.
Right now the Wandering Merchants are only Balthor, Azena, and Wei.
Yeah, and they maxed us out Azena and Balthor. So the only card that everyone else could get that is Wei to max out. And then all the other ones are just random. Your Thyrange, Jandis, and Ninevehs or Kadans.
And we get like one card, we get 1 or 2 legendary card packs per event.
Yeah. And they just added more cards, so it's like even harder. Like I've been getting so many of the new cards. Like I already have duplicates of the new cards, and I'm just not getting Ninevehs, Jandis, or
I don't know. I think at this point, if you have over 2,000 hours and you don't have LOS 30, like that's ridiculous.
For real.
Like new players, I can understand that it'll take them some time, but like for the people who've been playing since launch,
yeah.
And if some of them don't have it because they don't put in, 13,000 hours.
Yeah.
Especially for cards that are one of the more gate-kept systems in the game, it makes no sense to not make them somewhat easier because it honestly is a bad system with how
it's probably one of the worst systems
with how hard it is to even acquire the cards to then put so much weight on having the full set. Nah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, this is the world's longest field boss. Tell me it's still at 12 bars.
You probably got bots in your lobby. I
I
don't
might
know.
just leave, bro.
I don't know. That's pretty much my list for my wants and my needs
I mean that,
for
yeah,
LOA on Winter.
100%. I don't really like can't really think of much else to.
No, because on like the game's in a decent spot, but it does need to improve a bit.
It does. It definitely does. And like, they're definitely working on it. They've definitely fucked up a lot. They know it.
I mean,
They're,
the launch of Tier 4 was fucking atrocious. Like
yeah.
the amount
Like,
of
it's crazy to think
the
about
amount
how
of
many
extra
problems they've ran into.
the amount of extra maintenance we were given to fix things like multiple weeks in a row.
Yeah, do you remember how we were talking about earlier how that during the server merges, the on the servers were down for like
Oh my god.
3 days on NA West? I'm not even trolling you. The day of reset was my birthday, and all I wanted to do was play Lost Ark, and I couldn't play Lost Ark for 3 days. I remember being so salty about it, bro. I was like, that's a happy birthday from AGS right there.
Yeah, I
But I
mean,
mean,
that's essentially all that I can ask for, that I can think of, is all these changes.
yeah, I mean, 100%. I think that's about it.
And then just hope for better and see if they deliver even more.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I think cards would be fucking amazing. I know that they keep saying that they're doing their best to like work on like helping people get cards, but like Buzzling Island, one selector. Come on, man.
See, I'm fine with it. I'm just fine with a random world event giving one.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's not that bad, but
I mean, it's not terrible at all.
like the events are juiced for cards. It's the rest of
Oh
the
yeah.
game when there isn't an event where like you have I don't know, I run four Thaymines a week, and I've gotten the Thaymine card once in the
I think I've got
last
the same line like 2 or 3 times.
I've gotten Thaymine card once in like the last month, running it 4 times a week. Like, I'm not sure how, like, I don't know the exact percentages, but I know they need to be increased somewhat. Like, I'm not saying drop the card every time, but I'm saying just
Yeah.
increase it a bit to where,
I'm pretty sure they did just increase all of the. I mean, for KR, I don't think it's came out NA yet, but they increased the drop rates for most of them, and they're gonna be adding a selector into Field Boss and Chaos Dungeon.
yeah,
So you can get a selector.
like a 1 in 7 raids, you get a card.
Like a build a pity, like every seventh time on that raid without getting a card, you get a guaranteed card or something.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be pretty balanced.
I mean,
Like
it
it
would,
would be
it
like
would,
a roster bound like pity.
it would be
Oh,
a,
Hitmaster book.
we need the KR patch bidding on card from Field Boss and Chaos Gate. Yes, 100%. And I think that's going to come in the big December update. Because I don't know if you watched the Eyes on our Kasia video, Jesus. But they're withholding patch notes and what's coming in the update till LOA on Winter. Because we're getting a lot of their changes at the same time from the sounds of it.
Yeah.
So I think soon we'll be getting a lot of their quality of life changes, which we drastically need. There's a lot of issues in the game, whether it's actual gameplay or just bugs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think I'm good for my wants, hopes, and copes this year.